Welcome back to Farmbiz with Markay. Now, this is our day 33 since we stocked this Ross 308 from Agrited Hatchery. I know you might be wondering, okay, since they won this pen, or as at yesterday, this pen was full, was really full with filled with chicken. But how come it's empty? That's because I've started disposing them. You remember we're supposed to start disposing them by day 35, which I promised, but I looked at the birds yesterday that okay, the sizes they are okay. So I had to call in the buyer to come and check them. She checked and then we bargained. The price was okay by me. So I decided to dispose them by day 33. So this is it. Now, what am I going to be talking about in this video today? The importance of night hour when raising broilers. Now, these broilers did not just hit this weight for me to be able to dispose them by day 32, 33, hitting 2.7, 2.6, 2.5, as at that day 32 that I weighed them. So how did it just happen overnight? No, this is because we took advantage of that night hour in raising this our birds. We didn't give them some hours of darkness, let them be without feed and all of that. If you want to achieve this massive weight in no time, within these 30 to 35 days, you must take advantage of that night hour. How do you take advantage of this night hour? First of all, you need to ensure that the lighting is bright enough for your birds to be able to see the feeder, see the drinkers, be able to eat and drink all through the night, 247, while maintaining ad libitum feeding. Now, this is what we've been doing right from day one. We've been feeding them ad libitum, that is bit by bit. We don't just dump feed for them, because it would have been easier. Just pack the feed they want to eat for the whole day, pack it there for them, and then go about your daily activities. At the end, they will gain that weight. That might not be true, because what we do, by the time we give them bit by bit, we feed them bit by bit, before you know it, you see them rushing to come and eat. That was how we achieved this weight. This is how we attain this weight we normally get from Farmbiz at Farmbiz with Markay. Now, I just want to point out this because it's very important, because if you want to dispose your birds within the shortest time, you need to take advantage of that night hour. Very important. You need to ensure you feed them all through the night. Let them have access to feed and water, so that at the end, within this 35 days, you'll be able to achieve that massive weight and dispose your birds. Now, it would have been easier for me to really overshoot this day of the day that I'm disposing the birds to, like 6 weeks, 7 weeks. But I discovered that the profit margin won't be that okay by me, so I disposed them off. Now, why did I do this? Normally, my major buyers, they don't buy by weight. In other words, they don't scale the birds before buying them. They just look at it, okay, they check the breast meat, okay, this is okay, they buy. They don't care about the weight, it's the look. When they feel it and all of that, that's how they price. So raising it till like 8 weeks until they attain that massive weight before selling them won't be that really profitable to me. So that's why I decided to dispose them. But another thing, there was a time in the past I also sold some of these birds by weight. They came, weigh all of them, everyone that they bought, they weighed them. Now, the amount they paid per kg, it was almost the same thing with what this particular buyer that doesn't buy based on weight pays. So I just look at the whole thing that, okay, instead of going through the other one, raising my best in 6 weeks, at the end, I'll be eating into the profit. Why not just dispose it, call these people and to come and pick them? So this is it. Now, another thing, these ones that you are seeing on this side is the slow growing one, the ones I call the slow growing ones, that I use this partition to separate. Now, I think I will have to now leave them in the whole pen, because what we have in this other part of the pen is not, I think it's about 20 left, because I know maybe by tomorrow, which is day 34, they may come and clear the whole thing. But meanwhile, I will still have to reserve some for my individual customer, but I know of a particular one that will be needing chicken. So that means I may have to raise those few ones. I think maybe about 10 that she's going to need. I might have to raise those ones till like 6 weeks before giving it to her, because she doesn't argue too much about price. When you tell her this is how it is, she looks at the chicken, it's okay, she pays, she doesn't argue. So I may have to use the remaining feed to raise them till that 6 weeks before taking them to her. Now, this is it, because broiler farming is, I received a question from one of my followers that, okay, why did I choose broilers over layers? You can see, we started this journey of this batch about 33 days ago, since we stocked them. Now, within 5 weeks, I'm done. Now, just after disposing this birds now, the way it is now, after cleaning this pen, I can decide to rest for 1 month, rest for 2 months before stocking again. But I can't do that to layers. Why? Because every day you need to provide, you need to feed them, you need to take care of them, collect your eggs and all of that, give your Newcastle vaccine, multivitamins and all of that. It's a bit stressful for a busy person, except you have somebody on ground who will be doing all those stuff for you. So this is why I love this. You can make your money within the shortest time in broiler production and then move ahead. But for layers, you need to wait until those birds start laying before you start reaping the benefit of that your investment. And now when they start laying too, their eggs won't just be big overnight. It's over time. Now after some time, after some weeks that they start laying before the egg starts coming out big. So if you are that patient type, layers will be good for you. But if you are that person that doesn't have a lot of patience to wait till that 18 weeks, 19 weeks, 20 weeks before the egg starts dropping, I think broilers will be your best bet. Because for me, I did that. That was I started with layers. Now I'm doing broilers because I found broilers easier as well as more productive to me. But to some other farmers, they may think, okay, layers is more productive. It's okay, but whichever one is good for you, go for it. But I think the most important thing is to look at the market. If the market is available within your area where you live, the market is there, go ahead and do whichever one has the major market, because it won't be good. For instance, raising this number of birds now, then I'll be begging buyers to come and buy my birds. No. So that would be very, very bad. So the market is already there for me. That's one of the reasons why I choose broilers over layers. But that doesn't mean maybe in future I won't be raising layers. But if need be, I look at the situation. Okay, it's time to really move to broilers or raise both. I will do both of them and then see how it is. So this is it. I just want to really tell us about the importance of this night hour. So I know there are some claims that says, okay, you need to give them some hours of darkness so that the feed they eat will digest and all of that. Well, I don't really follow that. So I ensure that there is feed for them 24/7 so that they can give me that massive weight within the shortest time. This is very, very important. That weight, that's what we are looking at. Now, as at day 28, our average weight was 2.025 kilograms. But the expected average weight we were supposed to get, according to the breeder's documentation, is about 1.6 kilograms. You see, we've exceeded that expectation. Very, very good. This is what I'm interested in. We've overshoot it. Every batch of birds we raise here, we always overshoot that average weight. We always overshoot it, because that of Ross 308 is supposed to be about 1.6 kilograms by this day 28, but we hit it, but we exceeded it by over 400 grams, which is almost half a kilo. This is very, very impressive. Now, was it as a result of the feed we decided to test out? I don't really think so, because the last batch I raised, Cobb 500 from Zatec Hatchery, we using organic medication. I remember we exceeded this by this day 33. We were already hitting 3 kg, 3.2, 2.7, 2.8 kilogram. Very, very impressive. Then we didn't make use of this same feed that we made use of. I think it was Breedwell we used then. We exceeded that those were some of the shooters. So we exceeded that 3 kg. Impressive. So this would have been able, some of this would have been able to hit 3 kg if I had waited till like that day 35. But I look at the situation, the price is okay and the profit is there, so I had to just dispose them and move on. So this is broiler for you. Now, don't joke with that night hour. Make good use of it. Ensure you have those lightings there for them to be able to see the feed, eat, because as they eat, they convert that feed to flesh for you. They convert that feed to weight for you. Now, there are times when you even wake up at night to say, okay, you want to come and look at your birds. You observe at times they will be calm. They won't eat, they won't drink, they will just be resting. So I believe that's the time the feed they eat all takes time to digest. So I don't have to give them some extra night hour for the feed to digest. No. So this is what I do. This is what we practice here, so that by day 35 we can dispose our birds without stress, while achieving that weight that we expect. So this is very, very important. So we are disposing these birds right now. So maybe by tomorrow or next, the ones I need to sell, you may not see them there again, except the few ones I'm going to leave and then raise them till like 6 weeks before sending them to my individual customers. Those might be the best you are going to see in this pen. Now we may have to restock. Then after cleaning up this pen, we may have to restock, because it's a business, it's a continuous process. So if you want to keep making money, you need to keep doing the business. So this is what we do. Now I always tell people, you might be wondering, okay, you in this channel you always post video, posting what the result you get, how to do everything from the wanted disposal. Why is it always so? Now I believe that if you want to learn a particular language, you don't just learn it based on paper. You learn it by speaking it. So it is in broiler farming. If you want to really learn how to raise broilers, you don't just assume it on your head. You learn it by raising broilers. So that's why you see me most times I post every information you need to be successful in your broiler farming. You see me post it there. So right from cleaning up your pen, disinfecting your pen, disinfecting your brooder, setting it up, till when you dispose your bed, sorting and all of that. That's why you see me releasing those information, because it's when you watch this video over and over again. Oh, this is what this guy did in the 1, this is what this guy did in the 2, this is the medication he gave. Then you apply the same method, the same way I do mine. You will get the same result. That is it. So this is what I want to really pass across to us today. Thank you so very much. If you find this video helpful, in a way to say thank you for all you've been watching since day 1 to this moment, can you do well to hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification icon, like, comment and share, as this will do a whole lot for us in helping us to grow our channel and reach a larger audience. Thank you so very much. I appreciate it. Thank you.